You don't have a sales problem, you have a traffic problem. I'm going to be sharing with you real numbers so that you can better understand how many eyeballs you actually need in order to generate your sales goals. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm Brittany Darrington, and if you are looking to create, market, and sell a digital product, I am your girl. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos. So, a lot of people tell me all about the issues that they're having with their business. They're not generating the sales that they want. They're not able to build the business that they have been dreaming of. And the first thing I usually ask them is, how much traffic do you get? And they're like, well, I'm posting on social media. I am doing all these things. Maybe my digital product is not working. But really, what it is that you do not have the traffic in order to reach the income goals that you have. So you don't have a sales problem. Your digital product is probably not the issue. The issue is really you don't have the traffic coming to your digital product in order to see it. So you need some eyeballs. I want to help you to reach your digital product income goals. And in order for you to do that, you need to know how many people, how many eyeballs do you need on your digital product in order to make that happen? So let's do some math and go behind the scenes of what numbers look like so you can implement this. So let's talk about the traffic formula for your business. The first thing that we need is to understand what our sales goals are. And we need to divide that by our conversion rates. And that will help us to know how much traffic is actually needed in order for us to get the sales that we are looking for in our business. So a lot of times what happens is we make our sales goal, but we don't necessarily know what our conversion rates are within our business. And we don't understand how much traffic we need in order to accomplish that particular sales goal. So let's go ahead and talk about some conversion rates because a lot of people in the digital product space get confused. They think that if they create a digital product that everyone's going to be knocking down the doors to get to that digital product. And that is not always the case. And so we need to be clear on what conversion rates are so that you can look for what is happening in your business and better understand how you can plan for sales. So if you have a cold lead, meaning that this person is going to come in from an ad, they don't necessarily know who you are in your business or know what your business is about, or maybe they are being referred by somebody, but they have never heard of you. It's more of a cold lead. Maybe they just happen to click on something from a Google search. Ultimately, the conversion rates are going to be around 1 to 2%. Now, let's say you have a warm lead. Maybe this is someone who follows you on social media, or they are on your email list, or they have been referred to you from a affiliate marketer, or there's some sort of connection. Maybe they heard about you through a virtual summit. This is going to be a warm lead, and the warm leads usually convert around 2 to 5% for digital products. Now, if you have a hot lead, meaning this is just, they're on your email list, they follow you, they're watching you on YouTube, they are interacting with you, maybe they're DMing you behind the scenes on social media, they are just a really hot lead. Maybe you are on so many different publications and they are associated with those different publications. You've been on podcasts that they know. You coordinated and collaborated with other influencers or creators who they know. So this is a really hot lead, and that's usually 5 to 10%, and sometimes even higher depending on your influence and your connection with your audience. Now, most creators live between the 2% to 3%. Now, a lot of people get confused because they think that they're going to be operating at 5 to 10% and higher when they first start their digital product. But if you don't have an audience, if you're just connecting with the people that you're looking to sell to, it is most likely going to be between the 1 to 2%, or if it's a warm lead, most likely going to be 2 to 3%. Okay, so now that we know that, we need to get started with the first couple of steps. The first step is to start with a goal. What is your income goal that you want to achieve in your business? So let's say that you want to sell 10 products for $100. That means you're looking to generate $1,000. With that being said, when you know what your goal is, you are able to then plug it into the traffic formula. Now, step 2 is to know your conversion rate. So as I mentioned, most people live within this 2 to 3% area within their business. Now, one of the ways that you can better understand your conversion rates, especially if you're just getting started, is to look at your email list, see how many people have opened and clicked your links or products. Another thing is, how many people do you have coming to your actual pages? If you can look at your page views from the platforms that you use for your website or landing pages, and how many people actually converted. If you have a funnel, you can usually look behind the scenes of how your front funnel is performing and how many people have actually converted and purchased or opted in. Let's better understand what your conversion rates are. If you don't know what your conversion rates are, maybe you do not have conversion rates yet, you're new to the digital product space, then I recommend that you get started with more of that 2% and see how it does from there. Okay, so once you know your conversion rates, it's now time to plug it into the formula. So we want to plug this into the formula where it is XX sales, where you have your conversion rates. We're going to divide by conversion rates, and this is going to equal the amount of traffic that we actually need for your business in order to reach your sales goals. So if you are looking to generate 10 sales and you again are selling it maybe at $100 and you want to generate $1,000 in sales, you need to divide that by 0.02%, and that's going to equal 500 views needed in order for you to achieve that 10 sales goal or generate $1,000. So you need 500 people to look at this particular product in order to make that happen. Now, step four is to get the traffic. You might be asking yourself, how do I get traffic? Where do I get traffic in order to achieve this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get clear on where you want to show up. There's several places that you can show up. It could be YouTube, paid ads, Pinterest, email lists, collabs, and guest spots. You can do social media and more. But I will say, I want you to just pick two avenues that you can really focus on. So maybe it's going to be your email list and YouTube or email list and paid ads. I want you to think of where you can just show up and focus on being consistent and creating consistency for your audience and really making sure that they are getting value. They are opening up your emails, that you are really connecting with them and showing up. Now, if you try to take on all of these different opportunities to generate traffic, I promise you, you will be overwhelmed. Pick two and really hone in on it. So, what are your two sources going to be? For me, I like to focus on YouTube and my email list. And then some of the other platforms, they're great if they bring me traffic, but that's not what my focus on. So you don't have a problem with your digital product. You don't even have an issue with what it is that you have built. What you have is a traffic problem. And in order for you to reach your sales goal, you need to get clear on how much traffic you actually need in order to achieve that. Now that you know that you need to get a certain amount of traffic in order to reach your sales goals within your business, and you need to better understand your conversions. To help you to achieve that, I have a visibility checklist, and you can find that below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos. Oh, and check out this video right here that's going to help you with your digital product business.